my point.
Yes.
Yeah, is that I was talking about my stand-up.
Yes.
You know, I started stand-up late. That's what people don't understand. I didn't do stand-up, really become serious about stand-up till about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So over time, you see the progressions and the development of me in the art form, because this is something new that I was doing. So now I'm 12 years in. So if you look at my first special, Wokish, and you look at my last one, Good Grief, and if you even come see me in the Wild Child tour, leaps and bounds. I'm getting better every time out, and now everything is coming together. Now the writer, the producer, the actor, the dramatic actor, and the comedian are all coming together. And that's like right now, I'm just in my bag.
Yeah, because I noticed that you're like a physical comedian. You know what I'm saying? You will.
When I need to be.
Yeah, when you need to be. It's not overdone.
The progression of the artist. Now, I can literally sit on a stool, and I've been doing it. You notice that, Craig? Yeah. I sit down on a stool, and I just tell my jokes. I just tell my stories. I don't need to get up and be all crazy. I could sit on this stool and still entertain you. And I did that on purpose. I do it on purpose in my show because I don't want to rely on the physical talents. I know I have great physical comedic abilities, but see, that would be the desperate me. I'm trying to find the centered me, the grown me, and that's to sit in the pocket like a quarterback, not always feel like you got to scramble. I don't need to scramble. I can sit right here, look all y'all in your eyes, and tell you some funny truths.
Who were some of the comedians that you looked up to outside of your brothers, of course?
Well, first and foremost, my brother Damon.
Okay.
I thought Damon was a masterful comedian. He's probably my favorite.
Okay.
And I, it's hard for me to say that because he's my brother, but he's just got this amazing skill set. You know, I think Pryor, him and Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, my brother Damon, and Keenan was a really strong stand-up comedian. He didn't do it enough, but man, you watch some of his stuff because he was. You can't do in living color and direct movies, and you know he was a mastermind. It was a visionary in that way. So he chose it's either or. You can't do it all. So he chose to be the creator and the visionary. And I thought one of my favorites is Sean. People sleep on how funny my brother Sean is, and not because he's in my house, not because he's my brother. He's just a really talented comedian. I think I love Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. You know, I you know, there's so many. George Carlin. Dare I say, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was an amazing comedian. Now, I will never let that nigga make my coffee. But he was a damn solid, brilliant comedian.
Now, when it comes to your acting and I guess going more in the dramatic role, Requiem for a Dream was actually a dope movie and I saw you in that. But when you did that, was there a lot of criticism from being a comedian and then crossing into something more dramatic? And why do comedians get a hard time or catch a bad rap for trying to be more dramatic?
I got nothing but love for Requiem. I mean, that's just part of my skill set. That's what people don't understand. I didn't come up as a comedian. I came up as a dramatic actor. Me and Omar Epps went to Performing Arts High School together. We were classmates.
Well, you went to LaGuardia. Oh, we had this conversation. PPAS, what up?
I was the only funny dude in LaGuardia. Like, I did the comedy, but most of my scenes were dramatic scenes. Like, if you watch me in Bel Air, right? I've studied the art, and I studied enough to know what I'm doing. I know how to create a character. I know how to deliver those words. I know how to interpret the subtext of what that scene is, what the character's saying. I know the intentions and what I'm trying to get out the scene. I know the obstacles and I understand what's in my way. And I just know how to tap into my emotions now to give it much more depth than just saying lines. Like, there's something going on behind the lines. I don't care if I got 3 lines. They're saying something. They're meaningful. What am I saying? And then I could throw it away. So for me, I'm doing a lot more drama. I have the Bel Air. People they're loving that. My Lou and Bel Air, and I have a movie with Jordan Peele. He's producing it with Monkey Paw Productions, and
that was called Him.
Him, directed by Justin Tipping, who's a visionary, and my co-star Tyreek Withers. We just went toe to toe the whole movie. It's a great movie. Everybody showed up and did their part. I'll come back and talk about that.
Okay.
But I want to be one of those versatile talents and stars that you trust in anything. If he's doing comedy, I got to go see it. If he's doing drama, I got to go see it. If he's doing a romantic comedy, I got to go see it.
Action?
If he's doing action, I got to go see it. It's taken me a long time to get to where I'm going, because I have a very diverse skill set. And so I'm not doing one thing. I'm not the guy that does one thing. I'm the guy that does everything. You know what I mean? I'm like one of those. So now and I had to mature. I think I was gifted and cursed with a baby face for a long time. Mm-hmm. Now I could grow a beard. Now I got muscles, and I could get the girl. I couldn't get the girl before. I couldn't sit in the pocket long enough to get the girl because I was trying to be too crazy. But now, I'm more adult. Like these are my best years, the next 20. I feel like the first 30 prepared me for the next 30.
So there's 10 of you guys?
Yeah.
Right?
5 boys, 5 girls.
Did you and your brothers ever fight over any chicks? Was there any battles, or was it always kind of like a age gap, or, you know what I'm saying, since you were the baby?
Nah, we just said, nah. This is, just like, it wasn't fighting over chicks like that, never, because my mother and father raised us to love each other. You don't compete with your brother. If you dating them, go for it. I mean, if I wanted to date her after you, I would be like, yo, I'm going to go. Or we just have a quiet understanding, like nothing's going to break our love. If that person's for you, then let it be for you. It wasn't for me. God bless you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? One man's trash is another man's treasure. But I'm not going to fight my brother over it.
Yeah. Are there any roles that you haven't conquered yet, or that you're looking forward to
Everything.
doing? Tell me.
Everything. I want to do everything. I don't think I've touched on I would love to do a superhero movie. I would love to do I want to do an action. There's a lot I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to do a straight drama. I want to do a John Wick. I want to do a Jason Bourne. I want to do a Men in Black. I want to do all of it. I just want to be a big, fat, juicy movie star, and that's one of the reasons why I started doing stand-up comedy, because I was a star for 20-something years, and I was like, I'm not comfortable here. Mm. There's another level. I want to be a superstar, and so I wanted to find that next level in terms of my art form and in terms of gathering my audience. And it's like, if they're gonna pay $50 to come see me in the theater or in a concert, they're gonna pay 20-something to come see me in the movies. And that's why I started doing stand-up. And I want to be the smartest person in the room when it comes to why a joke ain't working, right? So if I'm sitting with networks and studios or on a TV show or a movie and people got notes, or before I bring it to the audience, I already know where the laughs are. I hear them in my head. Why? Because I'm on a stage every weekend. So sometimes in order to, I think of my career like a Rubik's Cube. Mm-hmm. I got one side. In order to get the next side, you got to break yourself down and forget that you made the other side in order to make the next two sides. Yeah. So with my career, every time I get a new side, I break it down and I'm trying for the new color.
Well, speaking of breaking down, I mean, your family broke down a lot of doors for actors, for Black comedians, and that's a representation. It's like a blueprint. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a blueprint for a lot of up-and-coming actors and comedians. So I just want to give you your flowers, and just so you understand
Thank
that
you.
or overstand
flowers feel
that.
good, but I always feel like I'm dying when they're like, I'm going to give you flowers.
Well,
Don't.
okay, what would you like then instead of flowers? That I could give you right now.
Some nappy pussy.
You got to see that live.
I'll take a cigar. That's
Okay,
manly.
okay.
Give me a legal incident.
Yes. But real quick, before I know you gotta go, just want to say that
I like your little outfit.
why gotta be a little outfit? Why do we do that? Why gotta be a little outfit?
Calm down. I'm starting to smell your nappy.
No, but thank you. I appreciate
No,
that.
it's a beautiful outfit.
Thank you. Prince is one of my favorites, so I was
I like it. I like the '80s, whole '80s look.
Yeah, it's comfy.
I mean, little outfit. You look pretty.
But thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And you look very handsome.
Thank you, baby girl.
But you notice that black people, we do that. Be like, look at your little shoes. Look at your little.
Because sometimes people don't like to take compliments. So
I
when
love compliments.
Okay.
I know how to take a compliment.
That
That's
is,
not my
look
issue.
at that beautiful big outfit you got on.
It is a big outfit.
It's glorious. It's wonderful. I like the hat. You put it all together very
Thank
nice.
you. My friend Annie gave this hat to me, actually on my birthday. So Annie, shouts out to Annie.
Well, Annie, she go to hell. She didn't give me shit.
Well, she don't know you.
I don't mean you don't give me nothing. She
Well,
gave you that little hat.
She did. She gave me this little hat. But I just want to say that I mean, I don't know what the world thinks, but I loved Mo Money. Mo Money
you.
was, I felt like it was kind of underrated in a way. I don't know. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
right?
a lot of our stuff was. I think, like I said, I think our
Because
best.
I saw that in the theaters.
I think our best years are ahead of us.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I feel like, I think because we're still relevant, we're still around, and we've done great stuff, but we're not even looking up and it's celebrating the great stuff we've done because we're too busy working toward making greater stuff. So,
Well,
more
we're ready for the
Wayans
next step.
to come.
More Wayans to
And
come.
y'all make sure y'all come out to my show. I'm going to be at the Dania
What are the days?
Beach or Point. Dania Point?
Dania Point.
It's not beach? Is there beach around it?
Well, I mean, it's Dania Beach.
Dania Point Beach.
But it's like a whole shopping center thing.
Okay, Dania Point Beach
We'll work it out.
place. Comedy, improv. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Are we doing 2 shows Sunday? All right, well, there's a show on Sunday, but it may be 2. We'll see.
Okay.
It depends on how many of you people call.
And then
But-
tonight you'll be at Empire.
And tonight, I'm going to be at Empire Cigar. Is that a lounge or club?
It's more of a lounge.
Lounge.
It's definitely
yeah.
a lounge. Yeah.
So
My people's
come
gonna
on
smoke
out
cigars
and come
there.
try these cigars. They dope. I retired from cigar smoking, and I had these, and I was like, wait a second, I got to come back wearing the 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they good, and they're not too hard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're gonna love them.
Well, I can't wait to come get my cigars and see you at the Dania Beach Improv.
I said cigar. She's like cigars. All right, let's see what we can do.
So what is it?
Are you gonna bring me a little hat
I can bring you a little hat. I
or
might
a
have to bring
print
you
shirt
big-
with the shoulder cut off?
I can.
I'm gonna wear that just like that too.
Marlon Wayans, ladies
I
and
love you,
gentlemen.
girl.
Woo!